the mainstream media. There is also a universal mainstream media, the one that you can find within the space present with your own presence, creating a now effect, a year effect. There are two opposing and complementary forces going on right now. These things can be observed if you are not worried so much about what you will eat or what you will drink or what you will wear. It is not blocked by taking thoughts. When you are taking thoughts, you are blocking it. And you take no thought so that you can see it. Funny thing is that there is no amount of taking no thought that you can do that would make this present moment as clear as it should be. Even I, who is talking right now, who is observing it right now, I am not seeing it clearly. There are too much thoughts, processes going on. I mean, the thought processes of being a human, the thought processes of the activities in the body processes alone is one aspect. So when you leave the matrix of how will the matrix, the outside matrix, is that it? The 3D matrix, which is concerned mostly about your survival. How will I survive? That does not mean that your survival is not important. It's very important. Very, very important. It's just that it does not disturb, it doesn't disturb the truth of what is. If I see um, if I see a big rock about to eat me, I will move away from the path of the rock, unless I'm strong enough to break it. So I'll move away from the path of the rock because I don't want the rock to eat me. But if something happened, an accident happened, and I cannot process food, maybe I cannot, you know, let's say something happens to the esophagus, so I can't put down food, yeah, which is very vital to my survival. Then I have to move outside of what I normally do, what I normally think. I have to look for something higher that can assist at this moment because the normal processes are not going on as it should. So I look for something higher, something bigger that can assist with that process. So in terms of say something happened to my esophagus, I can't put down food. Perhaps I'm rushed to the hospital, um, and then the doctor is able to see one or two things and get everything fixed. Perhaps I rush to my prophet and he prays and I receive my healing. Perhaps I personally I begin to pray and I receive my healing. I begin to have faith and I receive healing. These are different parts. Yeah, looking to an higher being. So the first one, we are looking at a doctor, we are looking to prophet, we are looking to self now. Yeah, looking to doctor, prophet, and self. These three of us, this doctor, um, prophet, self, the three of them are looking to their own higher self, to their own higher knowledge, based on what they've understood from their own higher, their own looking towards an higher process. So everybody is always looking towards an higher process to assist when there is difficulty with the normal process. So by doing this, we put faith in something outside of us, right? That we put faith in something outside of us. And so by doing this, a process goes on in the mind. Something happens in the mind that blocks the eyes from seeing what is. This thinking, this thing that is moving, that is going on in the mind, we call it thinking. Thinking is a, imagine you have a pain, you have a sharp pain on your knee. Okay, you don't have to imagine it. Just imagine something has a sharp pain on their knee. No, we're taking things personally. Now, just be empathetic and feel the pain, yeah, and feel how the person will, how painful it will be. A very sharp pain, a very maybe a very an injury, a very strong injury. The pain will be very sharp, and it's going you know. Now, if you can slow down that pain, if we can slow it down to the barest minimum, at the like using the Planck length, the barest minimum of Planck length, what you will find in that pain is thinking. Something is happening that is not good. Something is happening that is not good. Something is happening that is not good. Something is happening. Go check it out. Go check it out. Go check it out. Go check it out. Something is happening that is not good. Something that is not good. Something that is not good. Go check it out. Go check it out. So that pain blocks the eye. The thinking blocks the eye from seeing what is. And this thing that I am trying to describe so simply is is so, I don't know, it's amazing that I'm even putting them down in words. Truly. Call that a miracle. As I am talking, you are not supposed to understand what I'm trying to explain. You're not supposed to hold on to my words as if you want to understand it. Instead, you're to let the words that I speak anchor you to this now. This Okay, let me tell you what happened 2 seconds from now. 2 seconds from now, there was this noise going on, happening. This noise was happening. Where did the noise come from? In order for me to know where the noise comes from, I have to think. I have to go back to the past. But I will not do that. I will not go back to the past because I want to continuously remain now. And so by continuously remaining now, everything that I can hear, everything that I can see, everything that I can feel continues to remain a mystery. And that is why it is very, very easy for me or for anyone who understands to let go and let go. God will do it. Is when you pay attention to the space in this present moment, you would realize that the activities happening here is like a play. There is an intelligence that is empty of itself. This achievement made it the ultimate intelligence. For you to be extremely intelligent, completely intelligent in all in all, because when the effects of your intelligence investigates you, investigates the intelligence, they don't see anything. They don't see anything. There's nothing there. Anything that appears is an imaginary act. Doesn't matter how mighty or how tiny. And so that makes me, the thing that can say me, not me, not me, the thing in me that can say me, the thing in you that can say me, that makes that me the ultimate puppet. I am is the ultimate puppet, holding all other infinite puppets inside a nothingness. So that what I am doing just now is an amazing act of display to show the grandiose of the space. It's amazing to me that the God of the Bible, the ancient one, the I am, is the same God that is dwelling in me. He's not just dwelling in me, he's dwelling as me. Such that if you are trying to look at God and you can look carefully at me. Now, don't forget, not me, not me. The thing in you that can say me. If you can look at me very carefully, who, the me, the I am, who is the Son of God. If you can look at him very carefully, the thing in you that can say me. When you see carefully with alertness, then you would have seen the Father, because there is no way to see the Father unless you see the Son. And the Son is dwelling in me. And so when I look carefully and I can see me in its fullness, then I would have seen the Father. And I will know the Father as the nothingness, the non-existing phenomenon, a thing that is not there for consideration. It is not like there is the sun on one side and then the Father on one other side. This differentiation is an illusion, because inside the nothingness, everything is, and everything is as the thing that says me in you, in me. So when you look at the me carefully, because when you're looking at me carefully, you're not looking at your, of course it is not you, it is not the, I am James Norrington, I went to this primary and secondary and this university and I completed this course and now I'm a mechanical engineer. Not that me, that's a tiny me. Don't worry, AI will take over that me now, so you don't have to. Oh, there's so much going, there's so much calamity going to happen. Because people lose their identity in seconds, minutes. I am the vice principal of this school. I am a trader. I am the son of King Jaja. Anything that you attach to that me is, so the me when you can see the me carefully and see the me as all in all, everything dwells in the me, and you see the me as when I paused for a while because everything has become magical again. I don't know what is going on. I just know things are happening. and it is amazing. But I don't know what is happening. I just know things are happening. But then, unlike the person in the 3D world who is able to quickly run back to a thought form, okay, and get lost there, you, you, maybe 1 second you are observing the vast nothingness, the vast void of emptiness, of complete nothingness and vanity, of absolute meaninglessness. Hard logic. The Father, absolutely empty of itself. Even what I'm talking about is not there. Oh my God. God is so amazing. It's all it's just a concept in mind. Oh, just thinking. If you come back here, you don't know what is happening. No God, no man, nothing, no bed, no Lagbaja did that one, nothing like that. Because in this year, in this now, is vast space, and everything is happening inside the space already. So so inside of the vast space, there are thoughts packets, thought packets, or thought pockets. Like my phone is a thought pocket. My hands are thought pockets. My eyes, my nose, my hair, my leg, anything that has form is a form of a pocket, a thought pocket that is able to come within the perception of awareness. So there's awareness, pure nothingness, pure silence, pure emptiness, and then there are thought pockets within the concepts, within uh, within the is it within? Yes, within awareness. So they appear within awareness, within the space. So they come and go, come and go. There are some thought pockets that the thought pockets that make me talk, that make you talk, that make me walk, that make me think, that make me think that eh, that thought pockets are the coming together of different gods, because each thought pocket has its own god. That is, for everything that appears within your perception, there is a creator who created it. So everything that is coming into perception is always something that a god is managing. Like there's the god of sound, there's the god of air, there's the god of water, there's the god of fire, there's the god of buildings and houses, there's the god of railways, there's the god of transportation, there is the god of politics. That god is about to be about to be eradicated, to be destroyed. Anyway, so there are gods holding all these thought packets, these thought pockets, coming within perception. So your body is the coming together of God, of thought packets or thought pockets that are managed by gods, by different gods. So the more personal, the more unique. So for example, the god of hands and legs, they all have their names. So the god of hands and legs, who, let's say it might be the highest god, yeah. Then below we have the god of um so sorry, say we have um yeah, hands and legs is, no, let's say god of the god of skin tone. Okay, so the god that holds and manages skin tones, yeah. Okay, so below it, then the gods of hands and legs. Okay, and then below it, then we have the gods of um say the red blood cells. Then below we have the god. So eh, and so these gods are the ones managing the formation of the collective. All these gods, so they're managing the way our hands look like, they're managing the way our legs look at like. In this dimension we have five um, fingers. In some dimensions they have six, in some dimensions they have seven. Okay, in this dimension we have two eyes, in some dimensions they have just one big eyes, in some they have three, some they have four. So it is their god that manages, it is this god that manages the, so the god of ice and say the god of ice or the god of skin is the god that will manage all the skin tone within the dream world of consciousness. So they are very powerful gods. So you can't just, you can't it's no easy task to access their presence. That's why a Buddha is well, a, a Buddha or Christ consciousness is a big deal, because Christ consciousness is the one who has gone ahead and overcome all these gods. You well, we that our consciousness was just, how many seconds was it born? So the thing about I so the way I say it is like um this will be a ramble video. So the way I see it is like the consciousness is like the sprouting out of um, of a tree, um, sprouting out of a tree. So at that first instant is as it's so fragile and it can die. Okay, it can die. And what usually happens is that when a good seed has been sprouted, yeah, weeds usually come along to they don't, it's not a personal thing. Weeds are weeds, yeah. If you clear the bush today, in 2 weeks it's going to grow, and it's even a good thing to, if you think about it, because it shows that the ground is fertile. Weeds, yeah. But then when you want to plant, um, they can become troublesome. Yeah, because you want to plant something that will give you something good later in the future. Now they become very troublesome because you are going against the law of the land. And so, if a higher dimensional power doesn't assist a seed, it can never germinate, right? Except it's a very strong, powerful seed. Say the mustard seed. Uh, so usually a a, a, a being who is conscious of is the knowledge of God, the God spark inside of it himself or herself becomes like a mustard seed. And so if they continuously work in their accountability and their authenticity, then everything goes on well. The seed germinates and it grows. Okay. So I realized that I digressed so badly because I was talking about the space. And that is how most of us live our lives. Moving from one thought to the other, from one to the other, from one to the other. If I wasn't making this video and I am not working, maybe editing something or designing something, I would do my best to be as silent as possible. I always try to do my best to be as silent as possible so that I can observe the space. It's amazing. Can you point at where the space begins from? Can you pinpoint at it? Obviously you can't point at it, but can you at least mentally pick the starting point? It's so amazing how meaninglessness carries meaning. How is something knowing itself inside this vast emptiness? The clouds, the thought pockets, they are so close by. We have brought them so close by, such that we lose the nature of consciousness. And it was in the Bible. It's told in a tale of God telling Adam not to eat out of the knowledge of good and evil. That you can eat out of any tree, any thought form. Any thought form, okay, so the story in the Bible, the thought forms are represented as trees. Trees. And so God was basically telling the atom that it can interact with any thought form. It should and it can and it should interact with any thought form that his eyes feast on. But the thought form of the knowledge of good and evil, it shouldn't do that. Why? Because if it feast on it, he will die, he will forget himself. Excuse me. He will forget who he is or what it is. So that was the instruction. But then it is important that he makes the wrong move. It is important that Adam ate out of the tree. Because if Adam did not eat out of it, we would not be here. Adam, one atom, ate out of the judgment of good and evil. He started, the atom started feasting out of it. It is a natural phenomenon, a natural thing for the atom or for anybody to begin to make good and evil judgments. This is good, this is bad, this is good for me, this is bad for me, this is good for you, this is bad for you. Oh, my idea of what is good for you, to me, for me, I can see it's an illusion, so I will not hold it so personally. But some others, the idea of what is good for you is the reality. I mean, they are the ones who design your life. He said when God was trying to when God wanted to design your life, this one they say step aside, or God, give me the pencil. Let me design this one's life. I want to design your life. Don't let anybody design your life, okay? You stick to your truths. Your truths, very important. Because 200 years from now, nobody will know you. Unless, of course, you raise the Christ consciousness. Nobody will remember anything about anything. All would have died. Whether you did good, whether you did bad, whether you were kind, whether you were not kind, whether you were very rich, whether you were very poor. Everything will end. That is why it is a dream. It is that is the definition of a dream. And it's the most amazing thing to know that things will end. It's so amazing, don't you think so? Because now that you know that things will end, you are at liberty to find a thing that will not end. In fact, the thing that would not end is always somewhere afar off, trying to beckon to you. That come and see. It is the space. I mean, when you were in primary school and they were teaching you about history, when I was in primary school, they teaching me about history and all that stuff. I was like, eh. So inside this thing that I'm existing, I didn't think of it as space. I just thought of it. I just saw that there was something that I was existing inside that has been there way before I came, and by observation will continue to be there after I have gone. And then I noticed that this thing that is appearing to be immortal